Hello students, good evening. Today we are going to start the S block element student. Okay, so this will be the very first lecture S block element student. So if you talk about S block element student, that is they are having the no metals only. One group number one is there student. Okay, group one is there and group two. So these two group comprises to S block element. Okay, that is what S block element. Group 1 plus group 2 is equal to this is S block element. Right, student? Now, student, if you talk about S block element, that is group 1 is known as what? Alkali metal. Right, student? Alkali metals. And that is a group 2 elements is known as student alkaline earth metal. Alkaline earth metal. Okay. So, dear student, when you talk about the alkali metal, why they are called alkali metal, basic metal, because they are oxide and hydroxide. They are oxide and hydroxides are basic in nature. When they dissolve, they give the basic solution. Alkaline earth metal also, if you talk about this is, they are also the basic only, but they are found in the earth. That is why alkaline earth metal is known. Okay, now let us have the introduction from the NCRT book student. They are saying the the first element of alkali and alkaline earth metal differ in many respects from the other member of the group. So they are saying that is so many respect are there. The members are differing from each other. So let us read out the NCRT book is line by line and then we will try to explain at the same time. The S block elements of the periodic table, okay, are those in which the last electron enter to the outermost S orbital, okay. That is S block element means electron, last electron, differentiating electron is entering into S orbital, right? As the S orbital can accommodate only two electrons, so group 1 and 2 belongs to the S block element. That is very easy because we know that is S orbital student. If you talk about S orbital is only one type. This is only one type. So only one type is there means what student? One orbital can accommodate only one two electron. So two electron means what student? That is group number 1. Okay, group 1 and group 2. Okay, let us have a look over more student of the periodic table. So group 1 of the periodic table consists of element lithium, sodium, potassium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. So this is the group 1 element. If you talk about student, this is the group 1. So group 1 was there, that is lithium, sodium, potassium, this is rubidium, cesium and francium. Okay. Next they are saying the collectively known as alkali metal. These are so called because they form the hydroxide on reaction with water which are strongly alkaline in nature. So why they are called alkali metal student? If you talk about why they are called, because they form the hydroxide on the reaction with water which are strongly alkaline in nature. Next one is they are saying that element of group 2 include what beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium and radium. So here if you talk about student group number 2, so they are saying that is beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium and radium. So these many elements are there. These elements are with the exception of beryllium are commonly known as alkaline earth metal. These are so called because their oxides and hydroxide are alkaline in nature, and these metal oxides are found in the earth crust. That is why they are known as alkaline earth metal. Okay, so it will be quite clear, student. Next one, they are saying among the alkali metals, sodium and potassium are abundant, and lithium, rubidium, cesium have much lower concentration, lower abundant. So that is these two are the that is these three are the most abundant. Okay, student. What are the alkali metal? If you talk about the sodium and potassium, no two are the most abundant. While that is lithium, rubidium, and cesium has much lower concentration. We will study table 10.1. Francium is highly radioactive and its longest life isotope is francium 223 has a half life only 21 minutes. So francium is having half life 21 minutes. Of the alkaline earth metal, calcium and magnesium rank 5th and 6th in the abundance respectively. Okay, so in the alkali metal, they are saying alkaline of the alkaline earth metal, calcium and magnesium rank fifth and sixth abundant respectively in the earth crust. So earth crust, the calcium is fifth and calcium is fifth and magnesium is sixth element. Strontium and barium has much lower concentration. Beryllium is rare and radium is the rarest of the comprising only 10 power minus 10% of igneous rock. In the igneous rock, radium is there 10 power minus 10%. So it's a very less concentration. The general electronic configuration of S block elements is the noble gas, that is NS1 for alkali metal and noble gas NS2 for the alkaline earth metal. Okay, so if you talk about the alkali metal, student, alkali metals, let us see alkali metals. Alkali metals means what, student? That is group number 1. And another is there, they are saying that is alkaline earth metal. Alkaline earth metal. Earth metal. So alkaline earth metal means what, student? That is group number 2, right? So dear student, what are the comparison? So here is what is there is, student, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, no, cesium and francium. Okay. Here if you talk about this one, student, that is beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium and radium. These one. If you talk about the electronic configuration of these valence shell configuration, it is NS1. Okay, and these electronic configuration, student, these element, this is NS2. For example, if you talk about lithium, here is 3, so this is 1s2 and 2s1. If you talk about sodium, here is, student, that is 11, it is 1s2, that is 2s2, 2p6 and 3s1. So you will find this is s1 and s1. If we talk about beryllium, students, let us see the beryllium. Beryllium is 4, so that is 1s2 and 2s2. So you will find that is 2 is there, okay, in the valence configuration. So that is correct, student. Let us look out another properties. Lithium and beryllium, the first elements, lithium and beryllium, the first element of the group 1 and 2 respectively, exhibit some properties which are different from those of the other member of the respective groups. Okay. Now, why they are exhibiting lithium and beryllium and different properties of the other respective groups, student, that we have to understand. The first point here they are saying, in these anomalous properties they resembles. They are representing the anomalous properties. Suppose if you are talking about lithium, okay, lithium will be anomalous. Then the what, student? Lithium will be sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, and francium. So this will be the anomalous. If we talk about here, beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, and barium. So this will show the anomalous properties. Okay. The second element of the following groups. Okay. Thus, lithium shows similarities to magnesium. Lithium shows similarities to magnesium and beryllium to the aluminum in many of their properties. Okay, in many of their properties. So lithium and beryllium is showing different properties. These type of diagonal similarities is commonly referred to as diagonal relationship. Means lithium will be the diagonally related to what, student? It will be the magnesium, and beryllium will be diagonally related to the aluminum. Okay. So diagonal relationship in the periodic table. The diagonal relationship is due to the similarities in ionic size or the charge radius ratio of the element, or the charge radius ratio of the element. Monovalent sodium and potassium ions and divalent magnesium ion and calcium ions are similar found, are similar found, calcium ions are, are found in large properties. Divalent magnesium and calcium ions are found in the large property in biological fluid. Okay, these ions perform important biological functions. Okay, these ions perform important biological functions such as the maintenance of ions balance, ion balance and nerves impulse conduction, and nerve impulse conduction. So this is what is the our answers. Okay. they are conducting a not no, they are having biologically very important like that calcium and magnesium, okay, are the found in large proportion of biological fluid. These ions perform the biological functions such as maintenance of ion, balance the nerve impulsion and conduction. So this is all about our answers. Now let us have a look over it. So if you talk about the group 1, okay, so group 1 elements, that is alkali metal. Group 1 elements are alkali metal, student. Okay, so here you go, student. The alkali metals show regular trend in their physical and chemical properties with the increasing atomic number. So there will be some trend will be there in the physical and chemical properties when you are going down the group. The atomic physical and chemical properties of alkali metals are discussed below. First one is the electronic configuration. So let us look over the electronic configuration of alkali metal. All the alkali metals have one valence electron, that is okay, ns1, outside the noble gas core. The loosely held s electron in the outermost valence shell of these elements makes them the most electropositive metal. Okay, they readily lose electron to give the monovalent M plus ion. Hence, they are never found in the free state in the nature. If we talk about the lithium, lithium is 2s1, no 1s2, 2s1. Sodium, here 11 is there, here is 3. So 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. So you will find s1, here is you will find s1. Potassium 19, you see 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s1. If you talk about cesium 37, rubidium 37, 5s1, cesium, 52. No. 32. You have to add, 9, 59. So whatever that is the, 4s2. And here if you are adding, 18 student, so 5, 55 student. Okay, 55 this is. And it will be the 87. So it will be the 7s1. So you will find that is what you are finding is student. Everywhere finding s1, s1, s1. So that is valence configuration of the alkali metal is ns1. So this is general electronic configuration. Now atomic radii. So what the atomic radii they are saying, the alkali metal atoms have the largest size in the particular period of the periodic table. Okay. So if you talk about the periodic table student, they are the belongings to group number 1. This is the group number 1. If you are going here, it is group number 18. So left to right, if you are going student, size, what is student? Size decreases. Size decreases. It means this is the largest size student. These are the largest size element. These are the largest size. Right? Now let us move student. Other properties they are saying, increasing the atomic number, these atom becomes the larger. The monovalent ion M plus ion are smaller than the parent atom. Okay, these atomic and ionic radii of alkali metal increases are moving down the group. They increases in size while going from lithium to cesium. So dear student, let us have a look over it student. How can you be able to understand? So they are saying when you are moving down the group, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. So what is there? Here is one cell is there. Here is two cell. Here is the three cell. So if you are moving down the group student, number of cell increasing. So number of cell increasing means what student? Number of cell increasing means what student, that is radii is increases, radii increases. So this is our required answer student. Let us have a look over the next point student. Next point is ionization enthalpy. Next point is ionization enthalpy. The ionization enthalpy of the alkali metals are considerably low and decrease down the group. Okay, why they are low student? Because they are loosely bonded last electron student. More than one electron. One electron is more than the octet. That is why they have the less energy required to remove the electron. So ionization enthalpy are less from lithium to cesium. This is because the effect of increasing size outweighs the increasing nuclear charge, and the outermost electrons is very well screened from the nuclear charge. Okay, so that is if you talk about the no ionization enthalpy, what they are saying, student, if you take lithium, so here is having the no 2 and 1 configuration. So if it is giving one electron easily, so that is it will acquire the helium configuration, stable configuration, so that they are having the low ionization enthalpy. And similarly, they are having the very high size, student. So attraction force is small. So if the attraction force are small, is less energy required to remove electrons. So ionization enthalpy is less, students. Okay. So this is what about the ionization enthalpy. And if you talk about the moving down the group, student, if you are moving down the group, so what is happening, student? If you are moving down the group, okay, so let us have a, if you are moving, that is lithium, okay, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, and francium. So if you are moving, student, down the group, what is happening? Size increasing. So size increasing means what is happening, student? Force of attraction, force of attraction, force of attraction between nucleus and outermost electron decreases. Nucleus and outermost electron decreases. Outermost electron decreases. So if outermost electron decreases, student, so what will happen? What will happen? Means less energy required. That is less energy required. Less energy required. Right? Less energy required to remove electron. So remove electron, less energy required. So what we can write, so low ionization enthalpy, IE, and that is IE decreases, ionization enthalpy decreases down the group, and decreases down the group, that we can understand, student. Now after the hydration enthalpy, what is the next point is there, student? Hydration enthalpy. After ionization enthalpy, hydration enthalpy. अब student, hydration, the hydration enthalpy of alkali metal ions decreases with increases ionic size. Hydration enthalpy means student, amount of energy released when the ions get dissolved in water. That is what hydration enthalpy. So if you talk about the smaller the size, greater the release in energy. So if you talk about lithium has maximum degree of hydration, and for this reason lithium salt are mostly hydrated. So LiCl dot 2H2O. So lithium salts are highly hydrated. Why, student? Because they are having the high hydration enthalpy. So dear student, if you talk about hydration enthalpy, let us explain one point. Hydration enthalpy. Hydration, it is the amount of energy released, the amount of energy released, energy released when one mole, when 1 mole of metal ion, 1 mole of metal ions, okay, dissolve in, okay, 1 mole of metal ion dissolved in water. So if it is dissolving in water, that is energy. Obviously, down the group size decreases. Size decrease. Li plus is there. Size decreasing. K Na plus is there. K plus is there. Rb plus is there. Cs plus. So down the group it is decreasing, and if it is decreasing, so hydration enthalpy decreases. Hydration enthalpy decreases. Right. This is what our answers. Now let us look over the physical properties. Okay, all the alkali metals are silvery white, soft, and light metal. All the alkali metals are silvery white, soft, and light metal. Because of the large size, these elements have low density, which increases down the group from lithium to cesium. However, potassium is lighter than sodium. The melting and boiling point of the alkali metals are low, indicating weak metallic bonding due to the presence of only a single valence electron in them. Okay, so they are having low melting and boiling point because of the if you talk about, they are saying, student, melting and boiling point of alkali metals are low, indicating weak metallic bonding, student. Why weak metallic bonding? Due to the presence of only single valence electron in them. Okay, the alkali metals and their salts impart characteristic color to the oxidizing flame. This is because the heat from the flame excites the outermost orbital electron to higher energy level. When the excited electron come back to the ground state, there is the emission of radiation in the visible region given below. So what is the characteristic flame test they are giving student? If we talk about the lithium is giving the characteristic flame color of the crimson color student. Lithium is having crimson red color, okay, and wavelength is there student 670.8. Sodium is yellow color, violet color potassium, red violet color rubidium, and cesium is blue color student, okay. Now let us see the another point student. Alkali metals can therefore be detected by the respective flame test and can be determined by the flame photometry or atomic absorption spectroscopy. Okay, so they are saying alkali metal can therefore be detected by the respective flame test and can be determined by the photometry or the atomic absorption spectroscopy. These elements, when irradiated with light, the light energy absorbed, the light energy absorbed may be sufficient to make an atom lose electron. Okay, so they are saying these elements, when irradiated with light, when your light is falling student, the light energy absorbed may be sufficient to make atom lose electron. Okay, so that is why they are used in the absorption spectroscopy. Let us see another some properties student. So if you talk about the comparative study, dear students, so they are seeing atomic number lithium 3, sodium 11, potassium 19, 37, 55, 87. Okay, atomic mass, okay, 6.94, that is around 7 approx. 22 point, 99, that is 23, and 39, this is okay, 85, and 133 and 223. Configuration 2s1, 3s1, 4s1, 5s1, 6s1, 7s1. Ionization enthalpy, down the group it is decreasing. You see 520 kilojoule, 496, 419, 403, 376. Hydration enthalpy, here this much energy release, minus 506, 406, 330, 310, 276. Metallic radius 152, 186, 227, 248, and 265. Here is ionic radius 76, 102, 138, 152, 167, and 180. So ionic radii also is, this is increasing, and metallic radii also increasing. Okay, now the melting point you see student, 454 highest, then here 302 lowest. The melting point decreasing down the group, and boiling point is also decreasing down the group. Density, if you saw see density is increasing 0.53, 0.97, 0.86, 0.153, and because metallic character increases, so density increases. Standard reduction potential decreasing student, it is minus 3.04. This is occurrence in lithosphere, so 18 2.27, maximum is lithium, and it is decreasing. Okay, so this is what about the comparative study student. Let us have a look over the another property. These properties makes the cesium and potassium useful as an electrode in the photoelectric cell. Why? Because these are having the very least ionization enthalpy. That is why they are being used in the photoelectric cell. Chemical properties. Okay. So the alkali metal are highly reactive due to their large size and low ionization enthalpy. The reactivity of these metal increases down the group student. If you talk about the reactivity, so the reactivity is getting increased student. So let us try to understand why reactivity increases student down the group, because the ionization enthalpy decreases. So reactivity towards air. So they are saying alkali metals tarnish in dry air due to the formation of their oxides, which in turn react with the moisture to form hydroxide. They burn vigorously in oxygen forming oxides. Lithium form monoxide, sodium form peroxide. The other metals form, that is superoxide. The superoxide O2 minus ion is stable only in the presence of large cations such as K, Rb, and CH. So what they are saying is student, so when the alkali metal tarnish dry air due to the formation of their oxides, which turn react with moisture to form hydroxide. They are reacting with the moisture and forming hydroxide. They burn vigorously in oxygen forming oxide. So firstly they are forming in the moisture, they are forming hydroxide, and in the oxygen it is forming the oxide. So lithium form monoxide. So lithium is Li2O, okay, monoxide. Sodium form superoxide, you know, NaO2, okay, superoxide. The other metal form, that is superoxide. Sodium form peroxide, Na2O2. Other metal form, that is peroxide, K2, Rb, O2, CsO2. They are forming superoxide. The superoxide is -1, O minus 1, O2 minus 1 ion is stable in the presence of large cation. So this will be the, okay. So they are saying that is lithium is reacting with the oxygen, it is forming, that is Li2O, normal oxide. If we talk about the sodium, student, sodium is forming peroxide, Na2O2. Other is forming superoxide, MO2. Right. Now let us see other properties. What are other properties? In all these oxides, the oxidation state of the alkali metal is +1. Lithium show exceptional behavior in the reacting directly with the nitrogen of the air to form the nitrides. All these metal oxide, the oxidation state of the alkali metal is +1. Lithium show exceptional behavior in reacting directly with nitrogen of air to form the nitride. Li3N as well. Because of their high reactivity towards air, the water, they are normally kept in kerosene oil. Okay. What is meaning of this, student? What is meaning of this? Li3 as well, because of their high reactivity towards air and water, they are normally kept in kerosene oil. Okay. What is the oxidation state of K in KO2? What is the oxidation state of K in KO2? Dear student, you let me know. So K in KO2, so the K you consider X, and if you talk about the oxygen, it is the, okay, it is the peroxide, student. If you talk about, so peroxide, it is the -1/2 multiply by 2 equal to 0. This is the superoxide, student. In superoxide, oxygen is having oxidation state -1, -1/2. So this 2 cancel out. So X is equal to 1. So that is potassium is having oxidation state +1. So the superoxide species represent as the O2 minus. Since the compound is neutral, therefore oxidation state of potassium is +1. Okay. Next properties. Let us see, student. What is the next? Reactivity towards water. The alkali metal react with water to form hydroxide and dihydrogen. 2m plus 2H2O, it will give 2m plus 2OH minus plus H2, an alkali metal. It may be noted that although lithium has most negative E naught value, okay, its reacting with water is less vigorous than that of the sodium, which has the least electronegative. So what they are saying, student, that is alkali metal react with water to form hydroxide and dihydrogen, but sodium react more vigorously than lithium. Why? E naught value among the alkali metal. What the meaning? This behavior of the lithium is attributed to its smaller size, student, and very high hydration energy. Other metal, than other metal. The group react, explosively with water. Okay, so this is what, why, because of lithium is not reacting so vigorously. Okay, because it is having high hydration enthalpy and small size. They also react with proton donors such as alcohol, gaseous ammonia, and alkynes. Okay, so they are reacting also these metal. They are reacting with the alkynes, ammonia, etc. So reactivity with the dihydrogen. The alkali metal react with the dihydrogen at about 673 Kelvin, lithium 1073 Kelvin to form hydrides. All the alkali metal hydrides are ionic solid, with the high melting point. So they are forming the hydride, like that is. Metal is reacting with the hydrogen, it is forming the metal hydride, that is ionic hydride, and so that there is melting point are very high, student. Now let us look about the next one, reactivity towards halogen. So what they are forming with the halogen, the alkali metal readily react vigorously with the halogens to form ionic halide Mx minus. However, lithium halide are somewhat covalent. Okay, because of small size of lithium, it will be the covalent according to Fazan rule. It is because of the high polarization capability of lithium, the distortion of electron cloud of the anion by the cation is called polarization. Okay, called the polarization. The lithium plus ion is very small in size and has high tendency to distort electron cloud around the negative halide ion. Since anion with large size can be easily distorted among the halides, lithium iodide is the most covalent in nature. Lithium iodide is the most covalent in nature. Reducing nature. Okay, next point is reducing nature. The alkali metals are strong reducing agent, lithium being the most and sodium the least powerful. Okay, the reducing nature, if you talk about, the alkali metal are a strong reducing agent, lithium being the most and sodium is the least powerful reducing agent. The standard electrode potential E naught, which measures the reducing power, represent the overall change. Okay, so the, like that M solid is changing M gas, that is sublimation energy. M gas is lodging electron ionization enthalpy. M it is reacting with, that is hydration. With the small size, the lithium has, due to small size, the lithium has highest hydration enthalpy, which account for the high negative E naught value, and that is high reducing power. So here you see, student, one question is there in the NCERT book. Let us firstly solve. The E naught for Cl2 is plus 1.36, I2 is plus 0.53, Ag is 0.79, sodium is minus 2.71, lithium is minus 3. Arrange the following ionic species decreasing order of reducing strength, decreasing order. So maximum is the lithium is having highest minus 3, then which is having, this is the, then will come, which one is sodium. After sodium you see, student, lithium is over, most negative, then sodium, then 79, this is 79 for the Ag and 0.53. So it is coming what, the 0.53 for what is coming, student, I2, then it is coming 1.36, then it will come, that is Ag plus. Okay, then which is coming, student, that is Cl2. Okay, you can check out, student, lithium is highest, the sodium I minus, Ag and Cl2. So this is our required answers. Next one is solution in liquid ammonia. They are forming the solution in liquid ammonia, means they dissolve in the liquid ammonia in quite different color. So what they are saying, the alkali metals dissolve in the liquid ammonia, giving deep blue solution which are conducting in nature. So they will be the conductor. So Mx plus Y NH3, so it will give MNH3X, this will positive, and electron NH3Y, that will be the negative. Due to this electron, student, what will be, that is, this will impart the color. The blue color of the solution is due to the accumulated electron which absorb the energy in the visible region of the light and thus impart the blue color to the solution. The solution are paramagnetic and on standing slowly liberate hydrogen, resulting in the formation of amide. Right? What is meaning of this all, student? They are saying because of this free electron, this will be the color. Okay, the ammoniated electron. The solution is blue solution is due to the ammoniated electron which absorb energy in the visible region of the light and thus impart blue color. Okay, blue color to the solution. The solution are paramagnetic and standing slowly liberate the hydrogen, resulting in the formation of amide. So let us have a look, student, what they are saying. If the solution is there, this one, and this will be the paramagnetic, and formation of amide and liberation of hydrogen will take place, where Am denote the solution in ammonia. Okay. In concentrated solution, the blue color changes to benzene, bronze color. The blue color change to bronze color and become the diamagnetic. In the concentrated solution, the blue color change to bronze color and become the diamagnetic. Right, student? Now let us have the uses. Okay, lithium metal is used to make useful alloy. For example, with a lead to make white metal, bearing for the motor engines, with a lithium to make aircraft part, and with the magnesium to make the armor plates. It is used in the thermonuclear reaction. It is used in the thermonuclear reaction. Lithium is also used to make electrochemical cell. Sodium is used to make a NaPb alloy needed to make PbEt4 and PbMe4. These organo-lead compounds were earlier used as an anti-knock additive to petrol, but nowadays vehicle use lead-free petrol. Liquid sodium metal is used as a coolant in the fast breeder nuclear reactor. Okay, fast breeder nuclear reactor. Potassium has, potassium has potassium has a vital role in the biological system. Potassium chloride is used as a fertilizer. Potassium hydroxide is used as a manufacturer of soft soap. It is also used as an excellent absorbent of the carbon dioxide. Cesium is used in devising photoelectric cell. Cesium is used in the photoelectric cell as it is have the very low ionization enthalpy. So this is all about the today's students. Okay, we will solve some numerical problem also, whatever the question there in the NCRT. Just you try to understand what are the S block element, what are their general properties like ionization enthalpy. Most oftenly lithium, that is we you have to keep in mind that is hydration enthalpy, reducing properties. These points are very important, student. Liquid in the solution in liquid ammonia, these are also important. So this is all about today's class, student. Thank you so much for watching.